lot of murder dummies. Wasting time, they allergic to money. I'm never squirmish to blood. We can thug, you get out of hand.
So
what's the options? Only conclusions.
Part 2. Part 2. Alright, hold up. My fan's going crazy on my lap here. Let me just switch it up. Alright, so anyway. A lot of people out here, when in the markets or trying to battle the market, okay, they are acting, they're too mechanical. They're using the mechanical side of the head, the logical side, right? Left brain system in the world, the schooling system, the way illness and disease is treated, the way mankind approach things, yeah, which is getting again obliterated now. That's what people are stepping into, is the creative side of themselves, the creative awareness, which has no limits. Okay, and the logical side is being shattered because people are stepping into the creative element of themselves. As that logical side gets obliterated, mass confusion is going on right now on the planet with many people. The dark night of the soul, which I mentioned, is when you step into your complete self, who you are, and start to act from that space, which is limitless potential. Okay. So the old paradigms of how the way people are looking at the markets, strategy, okay, yeah, you get all your confluences and stuff for a trade and whatever, but people are operating too much from that logical side. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make good percentages in the market and you can execute good trades, but when you break that off, because a lot of people in the market are operating from that, they're using strategies that are formulated, and that is the baseline for their execution in the market, that the ones who have already evolved into the creative tier, if you will, again, the 1% bracket, they're getting dusted by them, because it's a battle of awareness in the world. You against the government. The government have fucking destroyed people's brains over time, because they know, and the people who are in control of the government, because the government are just shadow, the puppets behind that, these people have the esoteric knowledge for the human makeup and the human genome, if you will, and the time on the planet right now. They programmed you to be a logical left-brained rat in a left-brain system, left-brain suffering. But as people now step out of that into the creative potential, they have to go through that healing crisis, if you will. Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm saying? So, you can, yes, make some good money, or you can have success when you're using logical perspective of yourself, but things are evolving. So to break limitations in the market, you have to evolve yourself into that creative side. Unplug the bullshit that you've learned before, because believe me, when you actually get there and start to breach into this awareness, the strategic principles that you were putting together before will crumble, they'll break away, because you'll start to see now new levels of success being reached, new limits being broken, and you'll see it for yourself once you've done the work. It's psychology on a different scale. You know, all of these generic ass people, copy and paste specialists, talking about fear, greed. No. Yeah, that's fucking that's reception. That's reception. But the market, again, like for me, it's been a massive foundation for my personal growth, and the hard times in the market have been some of the biggest, about the biggest in my life. So it's a good field to play around with self-development, because when you start to enter the market and you might have a few wins and you get a little bit too cocky, and then your lower self comes in, then lower emotions, then you get battered. It's how, when you get battered by the market, it's how you actually It's how you perceive that lesson. You can either look at, okay, cool, I'm not emotionally advanced enough just yet. Let me work on my emotional self for that financial success to come, so I can ride through the ups and downs with ease instead of going like this. Boom, 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 boom. You come to an equilibrium point like that, where all wins and losses are just the same, and you start to get more wins than the losses, and you're handed the losses, and you won't even flinch inside. You won't even flinch. You won't even there's nothing that can bother you. There is not one thing that can bother you. So, yeah, with that being said, you can look at your problems and you can look at your losses in the market two different ways. You can be a victim. I mentioned on my 4th video, victims get destroyed. You can be a victim and you can be a pussy about it and start to try to call out me and my team. Or you can be a man about it, look at what life and this lesson in the market is teaching you on a higher perspective to see where I can improve, and then eradicate the stubbornness, eradicate the stubborn behavior. And that's how you go up. Different level of awareness or consciousness, whatever you want to call it. You start to spiral up. You have to look at the market on this level to be successful. If you have a few losses, again, the market is very powerful. If you have a few losses in the market and you are a victim and you're stubborn and you want to just go back in and take it on as a Royal Rumble, you're just going to get slaughtered again, because the market is way more intelligent. Again, I've got things that I can't even share to you guys. I can't bring it up on Instagram, on the workings of it. But you have to look at what the lesson's showing you. And again, look at the greatest artists of all time, because that's what you're doing. You're being an artist in the field. The greatest artists, you have a canvas, you want to paint an amazing picture, you want to build. The greatest artists of all time understand the principle of the bigger picture is made up by the fine details. So look at the fine details in your trading and look at the fine elements of yourself. And once you start to work on that individually, it's like the pyramids, the master build was created from those who understood the workings of universal law and the fine elements that build the overall structure. Because you can go there and you can see how precise it is in and out. Now, with that being said, your trading game and your self-development game should be built up from the fine details. You don't just come in with a fucking hammer and just start trying to slay stuff, because you're going to get battered. There's no longevity in that. Fine steps. Make the bigger picture, and then you can be the artist of your own canvas. So just don't be so stubborn. Just don't be a pussy like all of these other pussies. And you guys have seen, who followed me for so long, look at all these dumbasses now who are all getting destroyed. They used to throw shit at me, make things up, fucking lie, try to come together as a little colony. And I'm talking little colony, you're like termites, mate. And one by one, you're all going down right now, because you fuckers are fake as shit. And the world's going to see it. And I'm going to keep just trampling on you as a one-man band and telling everybody else what's good. So don't be that guy. Be open-minded. Don't be narrow-minded. Have the awareness to see what's this teaching me today? How can I improve? What's this teaching me today? How can I improve? Once you've done that and started to, again, journal. There's all these other techniques that you can do. Journal. I journal every day. You guys know that. In my notepad, I write out what I want to achieve in the future. I go back and look at the story and see how it's evolved. I do that with my trades as well. But approach the market with sensitivity. Approach the market with a new way of looking at how the operation actually runs, how life's operation actually runs, and just don't be that guy, because pigs get slaughtered on a different wave. With all of that being said, so I'm going to approach this 30-minute video Forex intro. Start to do things on your own. Start to develop yourself. Start to work out properly. Learn calisthenics, learn the baseline, learn how to fucking handstand. All of this stuff will allow you to integrate your mind into your body properly. To become, the aim of life is to get your full power potential into your physical body, right? To obliterate and fucking destroy anything and have anything. Anything is yours. You understand? Everything is yours. Your power's been taken away from you. I'll tell you again, 10, 100 times. Take that power back. Be more. Crumble those elements inside yourself. Stop watching television. Stop watching these distractions. Stop watching the government. You have to govern your own life. If you want to be successful, if you're not happy with your current predicament, work on yourself. Go and trade the markets. You'll see success will come in small increments over time. As you evolve, your profitability will evolve. You'll step up the ladder against all of the other traders in the market. Boom, 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 boom. And you'll start to win at an easy rate, I'm telling you. 4 or 5% a month, that's old shit. That's the old paradigm. We're coming with a new paradigm, and you'll see. As humans evolve, as you evolve, as your trading on the whole just takes a different world. It's a different world. Anything's possible. Don't let these dummies out there tell you, oh, this isn't possible, or this isn't possible, blah, blah, blah. These people are the type of people, yeah, who don't win, who distract others on their journey from wanting to win. And if you just got too much to say, you got too much to say, man. It just goes to show, like, that level of intellect is not there. You understand? So their level of trading isn't there either. That's just so funny. I've been putting out decoys for everybody, for my opposition, to learn from these wannabe traders so I can put the lid on them and advance in myself. But they didn't get it. They took the bait, commented on it, judged it, tried to bring me down in various different ways. And that goes to show these people aren't winners, because they took the wrong bait. Now they're getting crushed, and now I've learned from them, and then I'm bringing the information to you guys. You hear me? So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say right now. I'll think of something else in the future. It just comes to me, this information just comes to me. I have freestyle in it. I don't need a script. You don't need a script in life. You don't need someone else to script you. You don't need your government to tell you what to do. They're playing you, man. They know more about you than you do yourself. And that's how they can do it. But when you take that back, collectively, they ain't got a fucking chance in hell. So yeah, the relation between yourself and FX. Thank you.